as that's when a lot of these picks really get enabled. Ooh, love this early dive, but the cover is there from Kwangdong.
Yeah.
So they should be able to regain control here.
4v4 in the bottom side. We went from tri-lane to quad lane. As in comes Lava, he's ghosting in, looking for that taunt, forces the flash out of Void as Delight just flashes in and dashes over the rocks, nearly gets himself killed as now Umpty might just be the sacrifice here. That is going to be first blood, and guess who picks it up?
It's Teddy! Second time in a row.
It was, and it was in about 10 minutes into the game.
Ocean second.
Oh, what? Not my timeline. Hashtag.
Unbelievable. Different multiverse. Or I guess different universe in the multiverse, if you want to be exact, which is everywhere.
Needles coming on in. Will Morgan make the same mistake that King did is the question. The answer is no, because Umpty is right there to get the alley-oop. And guess what he has? A Rift Arrow. So this could be a...
Unfortunately, they're all walking over multiple wards. As, Umpty!
Yeah, Hoyt just going to be totally locked up here, but Umpty takes a bunch of damage. In goes Delight, tries to get into that backline onto Teddy, but Teddy is still alive! And they hand another kill over to him. That's 2 now for Teddy on the Jinx, as Henna in the pit will be forced to flash away. Traded for that Weaver's Wall, and Kwangdong Freak's able to turn it very nicely.
And a hard engaging on a Nautilus is something that has backfired many a time in the past, and is going to be the case here as well. When we see the replay, we'll see the amount of damage. I like the idea of the setup, but this is just a 4v4. Immediate proc of the Glacial Augment means that Void takes reduced damage. Very nice sidestep there as well. And because he stays alive for this long, Teddy is just freely autoing. Again, we see the value that this Thalia has, the lockdown of the Divide this early on, very, very impactful. And, well, now the gold lead's gone over to Kwangdong again. And that,
this is Mininar.
They're gonna get this turret, for sure.
Yeah, Morgan just gonna chop it down with those very big slicing scissors. As now Keen is just trying to buy as much time as possible, but he is nearly almost definitely dead. He is going to flash, and Meganar now, so actually buying an incredible amount of time. Can try to run through the jungle here, but Lava is nearby. And he's even going to ghost just to make sure that nothing gets away from them. And who do they give the kill to? It will be Lava, as Teddy gets a free turn.
You'll take it. If you're Kwangdong, Drake in the turret, no problem. And this time around, Infernal Drake.
Shielded up by the Battle Dance, and here comes the rest of Brion into that backline. Morgan very much immune. But will he be immune for long enough is the question. The answer is no, as the Vi ends up being the biggest bait of all. Henna picks up a turret, but 2 of them go down.
And you'll take that trade. That's Kwangdong Freaks. Losing the turret is unfortunate, but you're going to get an immediate counter turret here. It would have been nice if Teddy would have been able to snipe that kill.
Brion, it looks like they are just ready to go. They want to fight, regardless. As the wall does come down, do they have the damage to take down this Drake in time? It's looking pretty likely. Down go the stones, and there is the smite, and Dragon Soul points with Infernal Soul on the Rift will be given over to Kwangdong.
And that is with a fed Thalia and a fed Jinx as well. So overall, Brion is looking a lot more rough. They still have a great team fight ultimates available as... Umpty.
Okay, they actually want to turn onto Morgan here. Yeah, he might actually die now. Yep, the needles come out, and you know the Vi pick itself is decent to play.
That is one of the...
we're doing Baron.
Well, yeah, I know the jungler's down, but everyone's here.
I think they want to turn off of this one, as the vision is there, though. So Lava, they know exactly where he is as well. So the turn shouldn't be that great, but they're trying to kill Lava 100-0. Stopwatch available, and now he's going to flash. Still the chase is on, and a rocket for the alley-oop. And now we got killing spree for the Jinx.
And what about Kwangdong's Baron attempts? Surely that's going to come from this and go for a very aggressive push in here. Oh, look at the ghost. Can't get him. Gwen's immune. Completely ignores the Thalia.
Nice.
This is the key point of divergence. Valdez, we finally reached it. Don't need to go to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Soul picks up here.
Yeah, and it's going to be
now
Elder.
currently sitting on both Guild Force and Cleanse, which means that actually locking him down reliably becomes so much harder for the Kwangdong Freaks composition. As Umti will be looking for an angle here.
This is a pretty large flank, trying to get in onto Teddy, but they get into the mist, and they deny the Gwen entirely. But the front line now is getting shredded down. Teddy had to run way back. Wait, does flash away now, though, and Umti in the front line left alone. No further follow-up for the side of Fred Brion.
And he's dead.
The zap is going to hit Henna, and now he's going to go down, although maybe not. As Fate will have to flash away from this one. Teddy is getting pretty low. All of those wins coming out from the Galio are actually doing big damage. But eventually, it is going to be a couple of kills as Teddy has survived through the exhaust, cleanses it off. And it's only going to be the Light that does survive. Now 5-0-4 for the Jinx, 300 CS, and a Baron for the side of Kwangdong Freaks.
And that right there is why if you're Kwangdong, just play through Teddy. Don't overcomplicate things. Protect this man and he will give you the win as the health bars get a little spookily low. But it's not going to be a horror movie here. Kwangdong Freaks take a decisive team fight victory, but this is also Fred Brion in a nutshell, right? Like, they're always going to be looking. Umti flashing over the wall, Lava flashing in, but crucially, Teddy and Fate go untouched in this fight. And even though it looks a little scary, by the end of it, like, neither of those actually end up going down.
And then you're running face first into a Felios, and yeah, he doesn't have that many items, but he's got enough to kill a Vi at this point. He nearly goes down, but in the end of the day, there is enough damage on the side of the Kwangdong Freaks. We get the Draven thumbs up. Go down here, or we lose the game. So Umti is going to get dredgelined and killed with the depth charge, just locking him down. And now Henna, the assault battery into that backline. The follow-up peel from the side of Fred Brion is not good enough. The damage numbers looking pretty good, even though Morgan does assassinate there with some nice needles. This is an excited Jinx with Infernal Soul. Teddy, the Fountain Laser, makes his return to the Rift. The zap is not going to land, but it looks like the game win will land here for the Kwangdong Freaks.
Somebody get this man a massage as he took the entirety of his team on his back. And this time around it will be enough for the entirety of the game. Kwangdong Freaks going to be able to shove in here. Wave coming in from the bot side here, and with the cooldown. Oh, actually, I get it. I get it. I think you take the Elder now, as we both got excited, just like Teddy, but unlike Teddy, we're not playing the game, so we don't avoid any.
We're not on an LCK team, yeah.
Well, maybe you could have been Valdez if you just played a little bit more mid-lane.
At the, maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah. As here, nicely done by Kwangdong. As pointed out, the one risk that you run here is going into aggressively and trying to flip. Instead, you do see Alan going down, gets Gwent pretty hard, but the main win here for Fred Brion is just that they keep it alive, or stay alive for as long as they do. And now, round 2. Same rules apply here, Kwangdong.
No flash cleanse for Teddy. He has GA as Keen goes in. He has to flash out of here and have his Mega Gnar popped.
Yeah, just poke with Teddy. He has Infernal Soul.
Yeah, it's really all you have to do, but in they go, the two of them. They don't have Teddy up here on the top side, but they don't seem to need him, as it will be enough. Galio is knocked out of the heroic entrance, and down he will go to double kill here for Fate. As Keen will pick up one for himself, and now finally, the turn this time around, second time on the Elder, will be enough for Kwangdong to end the game.
Teddy says, no! Come here, Umti!
808 is the scoreline here for Teddy. He goes legendary and finally is able to carry his team to a victory. The first one in 3 weeks for the Kwangdong Freaks, but they get the job done.
봐줘.
본다.
표현 봐줘.
앞에 봐줄래 여기? 앞에 잡아. 야 좋아 봐줘. 야 간다잉. 나 라칸 간다잉.
야 미드.
아 달려.
못 가.
아 잘했다.
엄태야 어디가?
Basically just go for Gwen and then go for Felios and going in.
무빙 봐라.
Basic stuff.
아
널 맞췄거든. 무조건 맞는 각이거든.
네네.
무조건 맞는 각이야.
연판 괜찮게 잘했다 얘들아.
우리
Wait, just saying it's okay. You can as they get the win. They know it was not